The order came just before dawn, when the sky was still a dull gray and the trenches smelled of damp earth and iron. Sergeant Malik Rahman stood with the radio pressed tightly to his ear, listening to the command he had hoped would never arrive. Abandon the post immediately. Fall back to the secondary line. The words were clear, firm, and final. For a moment, everything inside him resisted. This trench had been their ground for weeks, hard fought, bitterly defended. But orders were orders. Behind him, 12 K9 units waited, their handlers tense but silent. The dogs, shepherds, retrievers, a stubborn old Malinois named Rook had become more than military assets. They were family. Each had saved lives in ways that couldn't be measured in reports. Detecting explosives, pulling injured soldiers from rubble, standing guard when human eyes failed. Malik turned to them, his chest tightening. Pack up. We move now. The soldiers obeyed immediately, but something strange happened among the dogs. None of them moved. At first, Malik thought they hadn't heard. Go, he called again, gesturing sharply. A few handlers tugged their leashes, issuing commands in firm, practiced tones. But the dogs remained where they were, alert, focused, facing outward toward the silent stretch of battlefield beyond the trench. Their ears were raised, bodies tense, as if listening to something no human could hear. Sir, one of the handlers whispered, confusion creeping into his voice. They're not responding. Malik stepped closer, kneeling beside Rook. The old dog didn't look at him. His eyes were fixed ahead, a low growl rumbling deep in his chest. One by one, the others joined in, a quiet chorus of warning. It wasn't fear, it was certainty. A chill ran down Malik's spine. He stood slowly, scanning the horizon. To him, everything looked still. Too still. The kind of stillness that didn't belong on a battlefield. He grabbed the binoculars and swept them across the distant ridge. Nothing. No movement, no smoke, no glint of metal. And yet, the dogs refused to leave. Sergeant, we have to go, the radio crackled again. Urgency sharper this time. Enemy artillery incoming. You have less than 5 minutes. 5 minutes. Malik looked at his team, then back at the dogs. They had never failed him. Not once.
Around 2 a.m., an alarm quietly pinged from the infirmary monitor. Reyes rushed in. Elena's bed was empty. The IV line lay on the floor, untouched. No signs of struggle, no indication she had left in a hurry. A sailor burst in. "Sir, you need to come to the deck." Reyes ran. Out on the deck, under the dim lights, the crew stood frozen, staring out at the water. Elena was there, standing at the edge of the ship, not climbing, not falling, standing on the surface of the ocean. The water beneath her feet didn't ripple. Reyes stepped forward, heart pounding. "Elena?" She turned toward him. For a moment she looked the same, pale, quiet, human. Then she smiled. "I remember now," she said. The ocean around her began to move, not with waves, but with something deeper, something alive beneath the surface. Dark shapes shifted below, massive and slow. "They didn't save me," Elena continued softly. "They changed me." Reyes felt a surge of fear unlike anything he had ever known. "Come back on the ship," he said, his voice tight. Elena shook her head gently. "I don't belong up there anymore."